Katowice. FaZe sit with a map in their pocket. Their pick of Inferno went swimmingly, but now Heroic, they have to dig deep. They have to climb a mountain, and they've got to do it on Nuke.
Yeah, it's a bit of a home map for the Heroic squad. We're hoping they can give us a little bit more, because FaZe, they were lights out back on Inferno. If that keeps up, this could be a dismal end for Heroic. Let's get into this one, though. CT side start for FaZe Clan. Heroic gonna need to give it all they've got over on this T side. Let's see what's in karrigan's bag of tricks, shall we? Fast for TeSeS over the top of main, and he's looking to get involved from the get-go. Broky's holding on to this. Oh, he's gonna fall right away. That's clean from TeSeS. A clean opener, goes untraded. Now they spot refrezh. Having a little look in. This is gonna trigger some lobby re-aggression. karrigan, oh, the timing could be good. The timing could be everything, and instead they see him. They know about the hot player now, and they go back, but gonna take more than that to deal with karrigan. They're in the sight, him and TeSeS, they combine, a killer piece, run down, but shots miss, oh no! refrezh, last man standing, and he can't do a thing! FaZe, in these pistol rounds, time and time again, put up the goods.
They did it at Gambit yesterday, 3 out of 4, all converted. They've done it in this one as well, 3 out of 3. FaZe are on the money. And they've got one place in mind, and that is tomorrow's BO5. My goodness. For Heroic, you said it yourself, home map. That has often been the case for this Danish squad. Recent times, however, not as pretty. They may have went on a 7-map winning streak off the back of Flashpoint 3, but here in the last few months, they have been struggling. 4 losses in a row. No better time to pick up the pieces, but Broky's looking to put them in boxes. Pushed up outside, Shush gonna cross. Silent as ever, but Broky snipes him from behind and backs out into the mist.
Yeah, that's so infuriating. He doesn't even hang around. He doesn't even give you a chance. And oh man, these MP9s are just clasping down on Heroic. There's a nice response. refrezh gives us something positive to talk about. Twist's waiting in the garage, and oh, gets delivered that one for free. This is a nice start for FaZe. They might have lost JKS down at lower, but there's already contingency plans in place. Broky's taken up the ranks. Oh, refrezh on the ladder. All right, karrigan wasn't ready for that. But as they go into the Lion's Den, into Broky, a man who has denied them so many rounds, so many chances, the final boss that they've got to try and get past, and they can't overwhelm him. karrigan's left in a last-ditch attempt to get this bomb down, but he's dead to main. TeSeS comes in and takes that round away with force.
Strong start, forced by thrown to the wayside, and Heroic, they've got to pick up pistols with their tails between their legs. FaZe Clan, this will be quite a victory. Again, I want to reiterate, this has been a hard event for FaZe, not just in the standing situation, the quarantine prospects as well, but every match they played, coming out all the way through the play-in into BO3s on the group stage, they were all 3 mappers, they were all the full Monty, the full distance. As soon as we've hit the stage, these experienced players, TeSeS who won a Grand Slam, karrigan at the helm, these guys have swept over 2-0. And this series could be the same unless Heroic's T side comes in swinging. It won't be this round though, we got to wait for the rifles. And that is where Heroic will look best here on this T half, you would hope.
Yeah, I mean, this is just Broky's time to try and make money. This is where he wants to get flush with cash, and him and TeSeS turn them into mints outside. Just a little anti-eco, it was always going to be clean. So FaZe, they pick up the pistol, they deliver on converting the follow-up rounds. Now's the true test, right? These bonus rounds have often even been kind to FaZe. Oh, I like this though. Broky doesn't want to play bonus. He doesn't want to play with an MP9. This guy isn't an MP9 player. He's bringing that AWP out from the get-go, and he's got no contest on the other side. That is very freeing for an AWP like Broky.
Look at the start as well, not just the heavy ramp, but instant drop for TeSeS. We had 3 starting ramp side. FaZe happy to make that gamble, make that lead. They're so assured that Heroic won't rush top in their first gun round. They want to get a little weird with it. Smokes outside to ruse. But TeSeS is lower to confirm that fact. It's going to be refrezh lurking, the rest on ramp. Broky's time to shine is now.
This is it. He's on the angle, starting to back up. Oh, don't second guess yourself now, Broky. You're right where you need to be.
Oh,
the meantime, there's a separate skirmish taking place over towards Secret. Heroic just can't gain any ground, and that molly's forced them into twists. That might make them feel the pressure to make a move, and karrigan reinforcing this A site does get blindsided. As TeSeS with the opener, chance at the plant now. FaZe left in a retake. They were not expecting this upper play. And they come down to the lobby lurk. Rops on this fast rotation, and oh no, Stound's looking the wrong way. Rops has cracked it open, giving them a reason to believe, giving them a reason to go for this. To his name already, gonna need the third, gonna need the follow-up. TeSeS out on an island, and Rops doesn't seem aware. This is the only man left in lobby, and TeSeS wins that fight. JKS, the stand-in, the man who's showing he can do it all, and now he's entried like Rain, he's lurked like Rops, now expected to clutch like Brokey, and it's not gonna happen. Time eludes him on this one, just exits is the name of the game, and oh, he's gonna get them all at least.
And the orb to boot. Beautiful save, but heroic on the board, and that's what I wanted. That's what we needed if this series was ever gonna be convoluted. Otherwise, it would be free for FaZe. Heroic, I don't know what info they got, right? Maybe refrezh heard the second player down on lower after he died to Twist, but it was a realization that ramp was stacked to the nines, and karrigan was the only guy on the A site. Even then, he barely got into position, offering out a dink and nothing more. Heroic found that gap and they exploited it, but they need to keep it up. Karrigan with the P2, saving for that orb. He had nothing else. Rest of his team rifled, though. They got to dig deep in their pockets to keep this one up.
Oh, no.
Behind, and he finds refrezh. No info to go off. But that's never helped FaZe back before.
That's just devastating. That was your one lurker removed. Okay, missed smoke from karrigan. Not ideal, not usual either, not always to expect from the guy, but it doesn't matter too much yet.
Late out. At this point, they hope that Brokey's rotated round, but he hasn't. And they've even got a second orb down B. They saw Twist last time, now it's Rops. Every round, something new, and Heroic have no idea it's even in play.
Will they even discover this second orb? Will Brokey just deal with them before they even learn about its presence? They try to dodge it, they try to go in through main, but look who's found his way into the heavens. In the right place at the right time. Brokey's gonna be here to lend a helping hand. They set up for this A crunch. They look to move in, but this orb is a thing of terror. Just hearing it ring out with shots is enough to put the fear in you. And so Heroic are gonna have to look for answers elsewhere. Dead, that's the bomb. Dropped over in main. karrigan lost to the hands of time all the way over in CT spawn, and there's that second orb. They learn about it eventually.
Very mobile are FaZe. They are not worried at all. They are not deterred by Heroic on this CT side. Rops gets so impatient, he pushes up Secret with a second orb. Just gross. And there's the shot for Brokey. Nothing, couldn't even see over the smoke, didn't need to. And FaZe is flowing right now like a river. Heroic, this is a great round to test the limits, to try something faster, get that top hit in again. It's their one way in for a round. They throw in the util early, smokes outside to keep conditioning, but FaZe will go through with no fear. Twist makes that info happen. Now FaZe know that Heroic is stacked to the lobby. A setup utility coming through. But this time FaZe are in the right place.
karrigan, first contact made. Wins that fight in the door. The Hut players now, it's all on them. JKS doesn't realize how close he came to dealing the killing blow, and instead, it's karrigan just tapping them out. Canadian last alive. Reality setting in. There's no chance to even find a lick of damage here. karrigan silences him.
He faked the reload, man. karrigan, Eco Cobra. And, you know, when your in-game leader is fragging in this little group of stars on FaZe, that's got to feel even better. You feel even more invincible. karrigan's not gone cold in this semi-final.
I mean, man, like, think about it, right? In that group stage game, the final one where FaZe faced down against Na'Vi to see who would make it to the semi-finals. It ended up being that very drawn-out overtime affair. karrigan went silent in that third map. He shouldered a lot of the blame, a lot of the burden. But when we get him on the big stage, when you get him in front of a crowd, he's in his element. And that's showing, both in the cooling and in the stats we're getting out of this guy. That chicken cost $500,000.
Yeah. They took it out.
It was worth every damn penny.
Here we go, another broken buy for Heroic. No bomb plant in that previous, so they want to play for the long game. They want to play for the AWP, and I respect it. Another fast smokes outside round. Do they once again get the info? FaZe don't know. They rely on rocks down lower yet again, as this is once more a fake out for the Danes. Players will cross behind, or rather in front, as this looks to be a main split to the top side. karrigan with the early spot, he's going to move away. Flashed off though, it's good utility, and the entries come through. JKS can't double down, and karrigan eviscerates Brokey from heaven. It's a 4-on-2 with a bomb planted.
Yeah, you really should look to save this, right? It might be a pretty uneventful ending to the round, all coming down to those first few gunfights. Rops is still hanging around. Still looking to see if they give him a reason to go for this, but Heroic, just by not overplaying their hand here, they're destined to find this second round from the top rush.
This is something Heroic is so good at as well, like one of the best teams to fake conditioning outside with smokes. That's why we saw FaZe early in this game running double or running a double AWP or running a player lower from the get-go as soon as money was out, even pushing through smokes on anti-ecos. FaZe know what they're up against in terms of the conditioning Heroic want to do, and these top hits are the bread and the butter of this T side. Definitely where Heroic want to lay their hat this first half. They need a good half. They need a strong start, and we're already starting to see that at least.
Made no mistake, Heroic are in this one very much alone, but that's often been the case for this team. No strangers to playing the villain.
They say bad guys never win. Well, they've got to change the narrative, change the tone.
There's an effort being made to get karrigan's head back in the game. He was the one given the hero AK in the last round, now entrusted with his signature AWP. Looking like they're prepping for another one of these top hits, looking to get in the head of FaZe early. If they win a couple of these back-to-back, that sets a worrying precedent. So FaZe need to have the response here. karrigan pushing into the hut, a nuisance again, but only good for the first. The push is coming in now, and the only defender's already fallen. This A bomb site is free. Heroic move in. No contest once they swipe karrigan aside. 4-on-4 retake. Out of the heavens, Rops here alone, and he's got Brokey moving in to join him. This is both AWPs leaning heaven's side. From the high ground, they need to have answers, they need to have a reply. Mollies don't force a reposition, and the early tag does deter that initial push. However, make no mistake, the kills are coming in, and refrezh is suddenly, in the blink of an eye, the only man left standing.
Ow! How do they do it? 4-on-4 in a post plant. Heroic had all the time in the world to pick their spots, and FaZe just shoot them where they stand. Beautiful utility, locks karrigan back into the hut, and Heroic, they didn't want to die on that hill. They didn't want to be pushed back to lobby. They kept TeSeS in the middle of the bomb site, and still that's a first kill, and the dominoes keep falling for Heroic. One by one. What a beautiful retake out of FaZe. I do not know how they keep that so clean. And that was a misread as well. Triple outside stack. Felt like Heroic had done enough. Fast around, perhaps. We've got double Mac 10s in this buy. They're going right back to A with a bit of vengeance on the mind.
Yeah, I mean, they think they found their weak point. karrigan, gonna show them that it's as strong as ever. Out of ammo now, down to the USP, and blinded off the angle. They do get past the IGL of FaZe Clan. They get into the site, but once again, there's this heaven retake primed and ready to go. TeSeS is scarred from the last time, holding on to it. Wow, what a line. What a way to throw that little one-way retake smoke. God. Rob's even holding on to the lobby. Twists does not realize just how close that was. It's grinded to a halt. And in this silence, Heroic are hoping that FaZe overplay their hand and give them away back into the round.
The plant, that's enough, right? If FaZe hit that, they're going to move. It's a 3-on-1 essentially with someone sticking the plant, so they spam, and they look for a kill. Robs has been spotted, and a missed shot is an opportunity for TeSeS as he takes it. Molly back into heaven, cut out one of the 2 routes back into the bomb site, but Brokey's smoke will stop exactly that. Nade does nothing with a main side plant, and the smoke allows a bit of cover. Brokey needs to move in. 2 players right below. Brokey waits. He sees nothing till this mist evaporates. And the same for TeSeS, taking his time. The eyes of Heroic look up and down.
They're firmly on the skies. They know that this Heaven retake's been a consistency. Brokey, this is going to be hard pressed to find much. Swinging out, TeSeS. Oh, it's actually Brokey to steal it. Now they know that TeSeS all alone, back of the site. Time's ticking away. TeSeS can't find him. And to time, TeSeS has locked the round in. That's more like it, Heroic. Keeping it simple. Back to back to back A hits, and they're winning more than they're losing.
Yeah, they found their way in. Lovely little 2-on-3 lock-in on that top site. Even though FaZe go cold for a moment. Look at this smoke lineup that TeSeS throws on the ladder. What a purposeful bit of utility. FaZe kept trying to put out those Heaven Molotovs, but even when they do, Heroic more than ready with that double site setup. Last time they got locked back into lobby, right? Refreshing door, karrigan pushed into the hut. Heroic wanted a little more room to play with, and they're going to go back for more top hits. karrigan keeps opening kills in the pocket of FaZe. And this one not traded even, as karrigan has to look elsewhere. Missed flick. It's going to send that player back down lower. Robs wants to re-aggress though. Head spotted. karrigan now got the angle, but Brokey's moved in, and the scope has been hurt, but TeSeS doesn't stop in time. Flashed, blind, mollied. Brokey goes back for more. He's going to die in his own Molotov. It's just to take him down. Robs re-aggresses. This is a brawl. This is murder, and it's all coming up in favor of FaZe.
Refrezh lost to this lurk, right? Looking for a way back in. karrigan looking to try and deal with him. Oh, timing on that fall out of the vent. Unfortunate for karrigan, and that might lend a helping hand to Heroic. This was a 2-on-4 when it all began. This bomb going back outside late, but contingency plans are in. TeSeS is here. And if he gets this spot, if he gets this info, if he drops the bomb, that could be the round right there. refrezh is all alone in a world that's rooting against him. 40 seconds, crossing back out in the yard. It's a risk, but it's the only option he's got. He needs this bomb if he's to win the round. And he knows about the garage player. Isolates the fight onto TeSeS. Not out of the chance just yet.
20 though, he's got to go quick. JKS just hears every footstep, shuts it out, and shuts refrezh up. 7-3. FaZe stop another top hit. And it was a panicked rotate out as that first vent player did not get anywhere. karrigan has been at the forefront of so many of these opening fights on the A site. 4-1 right now in opening duels. Back to the drawing board, Heroic. Be lovely to see a commit down smokes outside, right? They've thrown them so much, they've not really done a lot with them though, other than lurking players that have often been locked out by TeSeS or Robs. They are in spawn, they are laying them up, but again, Brokey, it's a perfect round to get aggressive. He uses his spawn below the silo. karrigan comes over the top, but he's got the bomb. Got to be very careful with this. And TeSeS will see the smoke start to fly through. Brokey's licking his lips at the prospect.
Oh, they check it. They don't check deep. Oh, man. Brokey. He doesn't know it, but the round is right here in the palm of his hands. He could steal it all away right now. Not going to peek, not going to push. Brokey holds his ground, and that's let Heroic slip all 5 players with these smokes down into secret. They even turn and deal with the outside player. There's the response. Down's gone, but the AK is juggled over. Now it's karrigan's responsibility. With the bomb as well. That's a very audacious peek. Now rejoining the rest of the gang. Robs is here. Already in at the B site. Ready to strike a bit of a defense if needed. It's going to have to be flawless. He falls and gets nothing done. That's a route for Heroic to win this round. They've opened the door, they've thrown the smoke in.
Still has the ball.
The commitment. karrigan still sat with the bomb in vent, still waiting to catch rotating players, and FaZe have got everybody out through ramp. They're here, they're meeting Heroic in the middle, and over the top, it's karrigan in with a double. Oh, making a turn! Steals their thunder, and only refrezh left standing. A Glock, that's all he's got. You can't win this round. It can't be done. It should be a lock-in, and he's spotted now, whittled down. FaZe, stellar response.
It's hard to tell if it's a call from karrigan, if it's a mega brain play, right, waiting for a vent drop to fly back up into that top site. They knew they forced so many rotations with that secret wall once they got spotted by Brokey, but even so, maybe it's the pressure getting to them. Heroic going cold on the T side of their map pick. And a delayed plant, which allows karrigan to get very deep in the bomb site as well. Great round out of him. The beast on B and A as well.
It just feels like, you know, they're really expecting that some of these positions getting gained, they're going to force a lot more panic, a lot more fear into FaZe than we're seeing. I think they're expecting a lot more respect than they're being given.
There's one thing FaZe aren't, it's panicked. Did you see Brokey last map? Couldn't have been calmer. FaZe keep it clean yet again. This is the 4x though. Heroic have had a couple of pistol attempts that have gotten close. They've even pushed some over the line on this A site, but they can't be a one-trick pony. They can't only have one working T side plan because FaZe have locked them out of A in retakes gone by. See what the call is. Haven't had karrigan's T side AWP make an appearance, 2 and 10. Brokey's got his.
So many individuals showing up on FaZe, it just begs the question, you know, where are the stars? Who's going to fill that void for Heroic? Might have been left thinking someone like karrigan could be an ideal candidate, right? Hands down the most experienced, the most tenured. But he's silent, the usual suspect in Stown. Normally a very dependable player. He's struggling as well. No one's in this so far. Smoke's down outside. Once again, they're looking to run it. This time they've got guns. They've got more to give.
There's still a gap. Even the little details can make the biggest differences, but Brokey doesn't see it. However, smokes are not walls. And as they fade, Brokey gets given a couple of chances. They're still lurking behind red, yet to cross. One player's already made it down. TeSeS is there though. He's the early warning system, the alarm ready to ring. Heroic, hell smoke, they want to go deep. Brokey's blind, he hits a collat. That's 2 for 1, but only to tag to TeSeS as he doubles back. Now a bit of a lurker, it's a bit of a fake out. Heroic take beam, still with Stown to cut off rotations. He has to have a massive performance, but it won't even matter unless his team get out into the B bomb site.
Yeah, something needs to give. You either need to get past this man in B or Stown's got to do something. And with so little time left, your hands are tied. They catch TeSeS lining up util. That's the opener right there. That's given a plant over. karrigan's here. He can steal the round away, but they've got him. They've got him boxed in. And oh, TeSeS, hell of a round. Might have been tagged on the collat. Might have been wounded in the yard. They didn't finish him off while they could, and now Brokey just wanting to escape, wanting to elude capture with this AWP. He's not going to go back, not going to go back and give them a reason. Give them an AWP.
Yeah, I mean, they can buy fully next again. This is another, as they did on Inferno, right, in those in that 1 3-on-3 on the CT side. It's a perfect call to save. Both your players living have no money, so if you want to fall by FaZe, you've got to throw in the towel, give it up. But that's a beautiful round out of TeSeS. You've asked for a star, 2-step up. Stown and karrigan silent so far, and no better moment than for TeSeS to triple up in the B-bomb side. Beautiful entry work, and he goes on to win the round for Heroic. I was worried if they were a one-trick pony, but good to see them show a little bit more face, not just the A rushes. They work it down lower as well. And suddenly, the prospect of a good T side slips into our minds yet again. FaZe's money on the rocks, and Heroic want to ice it out.
Yeah, this is a chance to be a far better showing for Heroic if they win this round now. Suddenly they're teed up. Try and make this a 3-mapper after all. karrigan, my God, the balls, look at him.
Ah, man.
Knows running in and will eventually get punished, but there's aggression all across the map, all across the lands. JKS from down under. In with the 4-on-3, and if you try to go back to ramp, if you look for respite there, you're not going to get given it. Rops is already pushed ahead of this defensive smoke. Heroic go back outside. Repositioning all across the map. FaZe, they throw a big spanner in the works at the start of this one. Now it all comes down to the mid-round.
Here we go. Far jump gonna get heard. Heaven player tries to spot, and he might have on the jump. If not, maybe on the mini-map, you never know. That is info that FaZe require, and JKS Loud dropping in is now on a timer. refrezh can backstab bomb, heading lower. Brokey, it might not matter about this flank. He can drop the bomb right here, right now. One shot, overwhelmed. refrezh still trying to throw a spanner in the works, but there's no one here. They've disappeared. Apparitions on the A site, back in the hut now. JKS with a grimy angle, and it's Shush who can't afford to go quiet into this good night. 1v3 on the A site, 30 seconds to do it, and JKS trying to put it out before it's even started.
Phenomenal scenes, Justin Savage. Lights them up, right? Might have missed the timings in Heaven, but my goodness, does he make up for it in a very big way. Whenever they're gaining territory, whenever they're being given these positions on the side of Heroic, it's by design. They're getting played with right now.
Yeah, and I think those weaker A starts right off the back of the triple ramp with TeSeS or Rops going B, and then that triple outside round as well with Yor. Those have baited Heroic into these A rushes. Now we're starting to see those anchor players start on A and stay there as well. What a pace! karrigan right up in the face of TeSeS. That's more like it. A bit of oomph, a bit of aggression, and it's coming from Rops as well.
Oh man, he's fired off, but they don't know. Silenced M4, gone after one. That is such an important trade for TeSeS, but karrigan, oh man, this guy and the hut, it's a real love-hate relationship, and that round, you're gonna be left hating it. TeSeS holds on to the lobby, still waiting, and oh, JKS with the swing, left it a 1v1, refrezh back in Heaven again. It's almost a nigh-on replay of the last round. JKS swinging wide, looking for him. refrezh with the turn. JKS might have brought the fight to him, but refrezh is more than comfortable there.
Oh, good to see him still calm, right, in these rounds, in these hectic moments. Heroic hold on to a must-win. And I like the cooling change as well for karrigan. Just quick, just disrespectful. It comes both ways. It comes back to bite them for a moment. karrigan, JKS double pushing hard, but still refrezh holds on. Needed more than ever with the stars gone silent. And TeSeS top of the team. Top of the server almost.
This is Heroic's chance to a very good T side, right?
Yeah.
This is a horrible buy for FaZe. This is right where you want to be.
Ooh.
Brokey, there's a tag from the scout. They're still coming. They're still trying to flood him. JKS, oh, wanted the gun. Now look away for a second, but the bomb goes tumbling. Brokey's now armed. Oh, he's looking to go through. We'll decide against it. Elects to play the long game. karrigan's wrapped the hut, but will get silenced by Shush. It's not surprising anymore. You know his tricks. You know what he likes to do. Minute left. You know where Brokey is. TeSeS is still a big question mark. And as they go down towards B, they might go walking into this man with the deagle.
Oh my God. Did he hear the door? That's the question. Doesn't look like it. He's doubling back. Brokey's watching his lower as well. These timings getting missed from TeSeS. He could have stopped them at the window. Now he's got to go all the way around the world. If they get the bomb and go B, that's fantastic. But with Shush in the lobby, they might want to just crunch ramp together. TeSeS has the timing, but he can't hit the shot. He's drawn their attention. Brokey needs to capitalize. He needs them all, and they're collapsing upon him. They don't clear the corner. He lines up a double. And FaZe, they lock Heroic out of their map pick. This might be the end of the Danes on the big stage, and we'll be back after the break.
FaZe are eyeing up their spot in the grand finals. They're looking to get there. And if they have their way, this could very well be the last half of play in this semi-final. So Katowice, we need your energy, we need your voices. Let me hear you scream!
That's more like it. 10-5 of the half, and no second chance. Heroic have their backs up against the wall. The big stage is ruthless. And FaZe are running rife.
Oh, this ain't an A play. They made it look like one, but this is a ramp here, and in they come, double up here. TeSeS, going up and over. He's in the firing line. Oh man, look at karrigan. Look at him go. karrigan will. Flicks back down from atop the hut and now looks to get involved. All Beretta's in tow. karrigan pushing the lobby. karrigan-esque play. Oh, just misses that timing. Gonna go back for more. Immediate dink. No second chances. Rops is here to finish the job, and the A site crumbles under the weight of FaZe Clan. Just down and refrezh left in this one. 11 kills between the two of them, and Rops, he's about to meet them in the middle. There it is. Another in the round goes his way, and it's only Stow now dropping out of the heavens. He's gonna have to be the angel for Heroic. Gonna have to have that divine intervention. Stow, they just won't give him the peaks. They just won't give him the chances. He's left hunting. He's left seeking, searching for a way back in. Up close. Oh, can't quite find it. Rops the anti-clutch. And that's now every single pistol round going the way of FaZe.
Yeah, and they've converted them all, Harry, every single time with no problem. We haven't had eco wins. We haven't had force buys flying through for Heroic. These little clutch rounds that we can always count on karrigan to pull out of nowhere. Nothing of the sort today. They locked Gambit out the same. 3 out of 4 pistols, all 3 converted. Just need to finish the job. Heroic have force. They have put their entire wealth into this round, but will it mean now Twist just jumps the ramp smoke, and there is simply no one here, no one to stop the pace of FaZe heading down B.
Yeah, just one man. TeSeS brushed aside, they make it look easy. That's the top performer for Heroic dealt with right away, and it's only getting better. Rops, that's phenomenal. Beautiful control. Was never even worried. Felt like he was destined to get them both.
And the stars of Heroic have gone silent. It's a shame. It is sad. 4, 5, 6, and 7 kills on these Heroic players. TeSeS is the only guy to stand tall. And at least in the first map, we did have Stown starring off, styling on the T side. He came back into that game. He looked good by the end of it. karrigan, he started strong with the AWP. He was 4-1 in opening duels in the first few rounds, but FaZe did such a good job of avoiding him. Didn't seem to matter. And he couldn't keep it going. For FaZe, they're just getting started.
I mean, this could be the start of something truly special for FaZe Clan. You know, the victories, they've been getting more and more dominant. The deeper into this tournament they've gone. This carefree style, having a stand that maybe it's all to their benefit. We thought it was going to be a disaster. We thought it was so much so to their detriment. But the beat up of Heroic set to continue in this round. Very little to say or do about it.
It's a fake out. 3B for Heroic. They beckon FaZe in, but even with that spot, FaZe won't stop. They just walk out A and they lock in the round. Safe and secure. Rops eliminate Shush, and now karrigan looks to make some moolah on the way out. They drop down the vent. Brokey's fragging as well. He wants to fight, and so he shall. 13-5 is an inevitability of this round. Heroic just left stuck ramp.
Like, man, karrigan might look like he's all smiles on the outside, but he's very calculating in reality. They're hunting these players down. That's risks that they didn't need to take on things like the vent drop, but it's all just to get in the head of Heroic. Make them believe that this has certainly slipped away. FaZe up to 13. Chance at the bonus once again. And you've even seen them move away from that in recent times. Twists, they are coming for you, bud. And there he is getting cancelled, but that's only the Mac 10. Nothing to celebrate, nothing to get excited about there, unless you're a FaZe fan.
This is it. This is the one chance, the one buy for Heroic. And it's got to mean everything. AWP has come through all the trimmings, but FaZe, they're even going to stick on their bonus. They could have easily justified an upgrade. They have no need. The lead is more than enough. karrigan on the MAC-10, he's been through hot on both halves to the same devastating effect. Brokey, the brutalizer. TeSeS is faking outside. FaZe are ready to go, though. One object and one objective, it's A.
In they go, karrigan leads the charge. Up close, the MAC-10 tears through them. Shush is dead as well. And I mean, that's the round decided. 2 kills, all it takes. This could have been the only rifle round that Heroic were able to muster. And so they need to hold on to these guns. They've got to give it up. There isn't an option to go for this. And even as you look to save, FaZe are hunting you down. If you take these guns away, Heroic are crushed. They're done. They're left with nothing. And they're all removed. FaZe up to 14. They can feel the victory now.
You might want to call Heroic onliners, but if you do, make sure you call FaZe onliners. They're not even sweating. 14-5, and it's just another day in the office. G2, watch out. They're coming.
karrigan might have flubbed that game that could have got them to the semi-finals, but all of that means nothing if you show up in the way he has in this semi-final right now.
Warm up on the stage. Maybe that's what Heroic wanted. They needed. And Heroic need your energy more than ever, but if there were ever a doubt in my mind, it would be in this moment. 14-5, and reality setting in.
What's the call gonna be? How do you want to go about this? You want to do maximum devastation? You might just go back to one of these top hits. JKS has already opened up and won the battle outside. There are a few more fights to be had. He's quick to realize that someone slipped by. karrigan again, just no respect on this man. He's out in the A side, it belongs to him. He spent more time here on the D side than he did in the CT side, for crying out loud. Now into ramp. Not even going to test it. They don't even test the waters. Why go into the unknown when your captain, oh captain, has already secured you a route to win the round over on A?
Smoke spams to boot. Heroic can't catch a break. 5-on-2, and it's a plant to solidify things for FaZe. Just got to do their due diligence and shut out this round. Spectacular for FaZe Clan this evening.
And I mean, just to reiterate, this is with a stand-in as well. It's so crazy, it's so wild. And to think that this isn't even out of the question, out of the norm for a guy like karrigan. 15 now for FaZe, 5 kills away from going to the grand final. A grudge match between karrigan's FaZe and Nico's G2.
What a storyline. Spoda has been chock full of them. But as some stories start, one must end, and that might be Heroic here and now. FaZe, they've had a pacey T side, safe to say. Molly outside has disrupted smokes. Twisted flying through. And swats down out. It's JKS with a kill instead. It doesn't matter who gets it. FaZe, as a unit, as a 5, are walking over that finish line.
Yeah, they're going up into heaven. This isn't info that Heroic have. Now they do. They know that JKS is here. They don't know about the second man. He's a nasty surprise. And as they deal with JKS, now they become aware of TeSeS. Doesn't make it any easier. FaZe are only getting cleaner, only getting faster. TeSeS has missed his timing. Flicking back to Evan now. Oh, they are here. TeSeS with the timing. Backstab. There's the first. Needs even more. He's been the one man able to deliver today. The one man to try and make magic happen, but it's always been denied. It's always been countered. Rops and TeSeS left up in this one, and Rops all alone. Another clutch to close it, and this time it sends them to the grand